It's currently almost 40 degrees on a Friday afternoon. So these beds are still not hydrated enough, so I'm going to try the deep flow method. I'm doing it differently this time. I've just put holes in this third quarter and I'm going to bury it in the corner so that there's no holes on that side, so it'll be against the back, and then fill it with water and just let it slowly feed the middle of the bed. Put 2 in each bed, but I need to dig out some more bottles. See, it's still quite dry, so I'll put that in there. Make sure all my holes facing inwards, and backfill it all and fill it with water. Voila, that's one done. It's never going to fill up until it stops being hydrophobic. There's the second one in. Made the holes a little bit smaller on that one because they're hardly staying full, it's just draining straight out. So, and I've also not gone as hard with the holes either, so it's not going to come hard top, because these beetroots in here are not happy at all. They're put in. It's very hot. So today's job, Sunday afternoon now. I've just unloaded that strawberry planter I got off Facebook Marketplace for £5. So I'm putting the strawberries in there now instead of hanging baskets like I was going to do. Some of the battens that I put on there for the temporary on the roof I've popped off, so I'm just going to put some pilot holes in and put them back up for now, and give the chickens fountain a quick wash out, and maybe finish them onions I did yesterday. That's the hen's fountain washed out, some nice fresh water in, and I've moved it out the sun so it's got more shade to it and hopefully it won't evaporate as fast. Can we please stop dumping loads of mud in it when we're drinking out of it, girls? That includes you, General Boy. One's laying in there making a racket. So yesterday, before I left, I started redoing this bed, give it a quick weed, and then there for over there. So I'm going to do a portion of sesame yellow onions, a portion of shallots from seed, a portion of red onions, some Elsa Craig, there Elsa Craig, and there for the border purple out lemon bee balm. Them two are just for the perimeter as well, but there is still some barnweed in here. I've got most of it out, and I was just digging a hole, dropping in a seed. But what I'm going to do now is do the trench instead. Do myself a trench all the way along and just space them out, because it's taking all day otherwise. It took me an hour just to do that quarter. So I'm just using this piece of wood to make some drills, and then I'll just place them using that pot as a guide for each gate drill. It's plenty big enough then, so I can space them. I'll do a quarter of each. Beautiful, yeah, cloudy Sunday morning. Well, it's afternoon now. Shorts are back on. Got as far as the red onion section, and that last bit is for the shallots. Might not be completely straight, but will do. That bit I did yesterday, so I don't need to do it now. So we've got Elsa Craig, more Elsa Craig, red onions will go in here. I'll pronounce it wrong again, sensu onions can go in here, 4 or 5 rows, and then shallots can go in here, 4 or 5 rows. Now I've just got to put them in. So I'll put 3 rows of shallots in, but because they're from seed, you don't get as many. I've store them quite heavy. Whilst with the onions, I'm going to try and just give them the amount of space they need, which is going to be a slow process instead of just broadcasting them. But hopefully that way they'll just be nice big onions. So that's 2 done. Don't tell me how many of those were, I've lost count. And then I've just stood on them so they've got good consolidation. That's the correct term when you're in college. And then we'll do red onions next. Good portion up to that one that I put in. And then we'll do Elsa Craig to the rest. Hopefully have a nice big bed of onions. Excuse me. We've had a good water from where I put all them seeds. I see some weeds coming back, and there's some flowers that have already been put in and managed to survive the frost. Frosts, plural. I've got some potatoes coming out of my single potato in a bucket. There's one there and that one in that one. It's just a single small potato in one of them buckets. Also the Asda garlic, I just watered that to find there's somehow a row of potato in there. And a weed, so no idea that's got there. Somehow there must have been a small potato left, so I'll give all these a weed. Unfortunately, as expected, because it's so hot in here, they're all flowering. So they're all probably going to go to seed. That, from what I thought was a lot of tomatoes, there's also a lot of chickweed, so maybe it'll be chickweed. That one's a tomato. These are chickweed. Yeah, chickweed. You know you can eat chickweed. Yeah, so they'll be coming out once I save the tomatoes. Strawberry beds on the strawberry plants that are on the floor that are flowering all along there are going in that. And I'll put a sunflower in the top. Beetroot over there is still not happy. It's had a good soaking. Beetroots in here, happy enough. Again, good soaking. Carrots in here. Here's another weed. Some of these are quite big, so hopefully they don't bolt and flower. The comfrey I was supposed to take out is flowering. That's why there are some bees in here. Fennel. That'll have to come out. No, I see a mare's tail or two. They need to come out. Onions, some of them are still managing in that tray, so they will come out. And salads, that's not good, but I didn't want it anyway. Same with that over there. And the other stations, they're going to come out anyway, so. And then I'll top this up and start growing in it next month, couple of weeks, maybe next week. Oh, walked into the barrow. The current temperature is nearly 30 degrees Celsius, 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Shallots have had a water again. Weeds are coming back. Then this is a work in progress, me making potash. And then these are all had a good water in. I'm trying to put the seeds away. Also watered the elephant garlic, and again there's some red onions in here, so this grass needs to come out. That's a red onion, that's a red onion, red onion, red onion, red onion. It's a nice big thick one. The elephant garlic's at the back, again needs weeding. It's had a good water. This bed is old strawberry plants that are all going to get composted. Not going to produce much now, even though that one has got some new buds on it. And then the rhubarb, extra large rhubarb, is going to go in here because that one needs repairing, so I'm going to leave that for comfrey. And then I'm going to weed this bed. I'm still yet to decide what to put in here. I might put the parsnips in here, but they only get half a day's sun really, so same with this one. It's got some leeks in here, so I might have to look into getting or weeding it and putting some parsnips in, maybe carrots, don't know. But that potash that I was mixing up would be useful. Weeded. I'll just leave it to rot to the sun. Then chuck it over the chickens. Finish. See 2 strawberry plants. One over there. One down there. So I've kept them in because they can go in the planter. At least these are used to the outsides, whilst the others are used to the poly. Last job for the day, and home for food. Almost done. So I'm just going to rake it over to the... Tried leaving the back thing on, but it just kept falling off and it was annoying me, so I'll just rake the cuttings over to that patch there. Put some seed down. Out of breath. Powered is a bit easier. Nope, then we're just dragging this over the other side where it's patchy. Drag it across here, put some seed down on there. I already put some seed down, but I'll put some more down. And then cover it with the clippings. Stop it drying out. Like so. And then tomorrow, I'll go over it again. And do the same thing again. Power holes drilled. Do that tomorrow now. Done for the day. And the amaryllis that Margaret gave me, and it is putting on a lot of growth to say she thought it would die. So still no sign from the saffron. I need to repot them on. Plenty of seedlings coming out of here now. Not sure if my tulips or my country bells have come up yet. A bit dry though, so I might have to give them a bit of water before I head out. Quick look at the chilli plants. They've had a few coral gnats. Definitely putting on some growth. Freaking daffs just exploded everywhere. So now I'm picking out all the daffodil seeds. So there. Probably can't see because of the sun, but it's halfway done. I freed the crocuses and the irises that were swamped under there and rehomed them for next year. All the borage is gone. It's going there for borage tea, and then girls have all got some each. I'm just going to weed down here. Grass has been cut again. Moved all the clippings over there. Everything's been watered. It is roasting. I've also put in a few seeds where there's patches. There's some mint down there that needs to be rehomed. Ready for lots and lots of comfrey tea. Just scattered some random flowers in there to make up for the space. Painted daisies and the like. Just need to get down and with the patio knife and get the last of them cracks up. Definitely looks cleaner and better. And got all that to do as well. Not bad for a day's work. Chickens have had a treat. A little processing plant where they get rid of all the weeds and turn them into nice healthy compost. Flowers can now breathe. Some mint left still. Still got them cracks to do. Rescued the crocuses and the irises that happened to be under there. Oh, missed one there. I'll tidy up now. There's the elephant garlic and red onion bed weeded. There's the red onion. And then at the back's the elephant garlic. Just give it a quick weed. And it is raining. Having a bit of a shower, so done for the day. Me done for the day. I'll eventually get round to making my willow arch. Just no way to anchor down there.